Yes, I do have flash tattoos on my arms. They are really hard to get off, and I was filming a festival lookbook video and it's not quite finished, so that is why I have flash tattoos on my arms, if you're wondering. Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be doing my Q&A, and these are really fun videos to do. I love filming them and I got a really big response this time, so I'm very excited to do this for you. And if you ever want to ask me some questions, I will post a picture on my Instagram, and from there I will be filming a video on it. So anyways, I'm just going to get started, and like I said, there's quite a big response, so I am going to try to get through all these questions. There were so many other ones, so I kind of just chose my favorites, so I'm going to get started. I have my cue cards, aka notebook pieces of paper, taped to my camera in front of me so I can see the questions, because I don't really like looking down at my phone all the time. So anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing to answer these questions. First question, what is your most embarrassing story? I would have to say this actually happened a couple of weeks ago, and I was at my church, and one of the little girls, she was like 9, and she was like looking at my phone on Instagram or something, and then she looked at my contacts and she's like, "Ooh, who's this person?" And I was like, "Oh, it's nobody, you know." And then she all of a sudden like had dialed them on my phone contacts, so that was pretty awkward and embarrassing. Oh no, like I was so embarrassed. What is your favorite thing to get at Culver's? I really love the tuna on sourdough. I like to get it with no lettuce. And I also really love getting their cheese curds. Sometimes they have $2 cheese curds, which is great, and you can never go wrong with any of their frozen custards. They are amazing. I especially love to get peanut butter cups in mine. That is my ultimate favorite. Do you believe in ghosts? No, I actually do not. What's the best part of your life? This is like a really good question and sort of hard to answer, but honestly, I have just a lot of things that are kind of the best in my life, so it's sort of hard to just pinpoint it down to one thing. But I definitely think that my family is one of the best things in my life, and definitely my relationship with God is one of the best things in my life too. What do you like when you meet somebody? I actually appear pretty shy. I know in my videos it seems like I am this very like positive, outgoing kind of person, but when I meet somebody in person, it's a lot different. I get kind of quiet and shy and timid, and I'm kind of just like, oh, I don't know if I should go introduce myself to this new person. Sometimes it turns out good, and sometimes you just never know how it's going to turn out, so a lot of times I'm just like, yeah, I'm not really sure. So most of the time I'm pretty quiet and shy. What's your favorite fictional book or story? I really like the book called The Summer I Turned Pretty, and I really love the author as well. I think she makes amazing books, and she has just good writing and just overall great stories that seriously should be turned into movies, because I would watch them. Any words that make you cringe? Some people don't like the word moist, for example. Actually, I'm one of the people who doesn't like the word moist. One time I told one of my friends, and he just kept saying the word moist just to kind of like get at my nerves, and I was just like, can you not? But I would have to say the word cringe kind of makes me cringe just a little bit, and the word fleek I think is just so annoying, and honestly a lot of the new slang today just goes over my head, and I'm just like, really, why? Also the word lit. Please don't say lit when we're around each other. Do you have any funny stories from the last week? Well, like I said, that embarrassing story with the whole phone call thing happened a couple weeks ago, and that was funny / embarrassing, so I would have to go with that one. It definitely tops anything else that has happened to me in the couple of weeks afterwards. How do you deal with negativity? I just like to ignore things. I am not somebody who wants to start some kind of arguments between other people, and I just pray about it, and I like to be very positive about things, and I just have to ignore it, because if people really love you, then you're not going to let a few people stop you from what you're doing, and that just goes for a lot of things in life. So that is just how I look about things. What is your favorite Wikipedia article? I don't have one specified favorite Wikipedia article. If I want to search for a movie, a TV show, or an actor, then I will just search for them and look for them on Wikipedia. But I'm telling you guys, that is a very helpful website actually, because there was this one time where I was considering watching this one scary movie. Actually, it was like a really scary movie, one that I'm not used to watching, and I looked up the synopsis on Wikipedia, and it made me decide that I wasn't gonna watch that movie because it had everything on there I needed to know, and I was like, okay. been there, done that, not gonna watch that movie. So it's actually a really helpful website when you think about it, and kind of cool. When you were a child, what did you want to be? I wanted to be a fashion designer, a singer. I also at one time wanted to be a model, and I also wanted to be a mom, which I still do want to be a mom to this day. So hopefully that will happen one day, because I would seriously love being a mom. If you could go on holiday anywhere, where would you go? Wow, that is a tricky question, because there are just so many places that I would love to go to. I think number one would be like California or New York, because I've never been there, and I just think it'd be so much fun to go to one of those places. I also really want to go on some like smaller road trips, which I think I've talked about before, and that would be super fun. Just like really small little road trips with some of my friends or something would be such a cool kind of thing to do. So I'd also really love that. And maybe somewhere tropical in the future too. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? I don't really know if this is like a specified superpower, but I think it'd be really fun to actually like give other people like confidence, and have like the superpower of being confident, like giving confidence to other people. I think that'd be a really cool superpower and something kind of fun to do. Honestly, I wish there was a superhero that would do that for me in some cases, because sometimes I feel like we all just need a little boost of confidence, and I think that'd be cool. Like confident booster would be like my superpower. Describe the type of guy that you would date. I would have to go with sweet, funny, and confident, but not too confident. Just somebody who's like confident but kind of chill with their confidence, not somebody who's like cocky. And I honestly think that would be like pretty ideal for me. So that would be my kind of guy. Describe an experience which changed your opinion or altered your point of view on something. I would have to go with when somebody close to me was in a car accident last year. And honestly, when somebody is in an accident, it really changes things. It makes you realize how short life really is. And I just want to like live life to my fullest. I want to be enjoying every single day as it comes to me. And I also really want to have longer hugs, because life is too short to have short hugs. Who is your favorite actor? Honestly, I don't have a favorite actor right now. I know it's kind of crazy, but let me know who your favorite actor is in the comments and we can talk. Are you in love with somebody right now? Yes. If you could live anywhere in the future, where would you live? I would have to go with maybe a couple of hours away or a couple of minutes away. It really just depends. Just somewhere that I'm going to be happy at and a place I'm going to enjoy. What was your favorite game to play as a kid? I really liked the game Operation. That was really fun. Mousetrap. There was also this game that was similar to Mousetrap, but it involved like little grapes, and I think it was called Grape Smash. That was really fun too. I like the Game of Life, but only the computer version. There were just so many different games, and I wasn't really a big fan of hide and go seek, because we usually played it outside at one of my old houses, and we would play with like neighbor kids, and I usually would have to hide in like dingy spots because we'd be outside, and I'm just like, wow, is somebody ever gonna find me, because I'm tired of standing in this like really nasty little spot of grass or something like that. Because I mean, when you play outside, there's only so many places you can hide, so you know, you have to get dirty, and it's your sacrifice for the game, and it's not very pretty. Set the record straight. How many bathing suits do you own? You seem to have a lot. I actually do have quite a few different bathing suits. I will be doing an updated collection pretty soon, but I do have a previous bathing suit collection. I believe it's from the year before that I did, so I'll have that linked down below and you guys can check it out. I have a few more since then, but actually not too many, and I haven't bought any swimsuits this year. I almost bought one at a thrift store. It was like the cutest black one piece, and I was gonna wear it as like a bodysuit under some outfits, but I decided to pass on it, and now I'm kind of regretting it. If you had a date over, what would you cook them? I would have to go with lasagna. It is something that is really good, and you just can't go wrong with it. It's very awesome tasting, and it also leaves you really filling. It's just a great overall meal. Are you the kind of friend that would tell somebody if they had spinach in their teeth? For sure, or broccoli, or anything green for that matter. I would honestly really tell somebody. Even if it was somebody that I didn't really know, I would be like, hey, excuse me, and then like let them know, because honestly, I don't want that to happen to them, and it's just something super embarrassing. Have you ever had a wish come true? Honestly, I don't really think so. I have had prayers answered, which is way better than wishes. But if you've ever had a wish come true, you guys could let me know or something. Honestly, I'm not the kind of person who will see a shooting star and make a wish. I'm just not the kind of person who does that, or like blowing out their candles and makes a wish. I feel like that's something you just do when you're like younger. I don't even know, so that's my answer though. If you weren't doing YouTube, what would you do? It's kind of a hard question for me to answer because I can't think of a life without doing YouTube because I honestly really love making videos. I feel like I would just be living my life the same way. I just wouldn't be talking to a camera. I used to have this old video camera, so my cousin and my brother and I used to make like these old little music videos. We did one to Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy, which we were actually really proud of. But the only thing is, I didn't really like my talking voice, so I never posted any of the videos online, and honestly, I don't even know if we still have the camera. But if we do, I want to find it because that would be hilarious to watch because we were quite funny in the day. If you could choose one male actor to date, who would it be? I don't have an answer for this. I don't have a favorite actor right now. I don't have an actor that I'm crushing on. Let me know in the comments if you have anybody, but sorry, I know, lame answer, I don't have anybody. Pick 3 places to travel to. I would travel to Greece, Spain, and Norway. I also have this mug that says, "Kiss me, I'm Norwegian," because if you guys didn't know, I have Norwegian blood in me. My grandma is actually Norwegian, and my mom was Norwegian, which is pretty cool. But I picked up this mug at a thrift store because the Norwegian in me was saying, you need to buy this mug, so I got it. So, kiss me, I'm Norwegian. That is going to be it for all the questions I'm going to be answering. There were quite a few other ones as well, but like I said, I picked some of my favorites, and if you ever want to ask me questions again, all you have to do is just be following me on Instagram, and then when I post my picture and say I'm going to be making a video about answering your questions, then you guys will be featured. So I hope you really enjoy watching this video and getting to know me a little bit better, because I really love doing these Q&As, and I honestly really love watching other people's Q&As as well. So if you guys post a video similar to this, then I would really like to watch it. And like I said, let me know what kind of actor you would want to date in the comments. That'd be fun to read. I'm just super curious on who you guys are crushing on right now as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!